Women champions like Annie Oakley, famous sharpshooter. Gertrude Ederle, swimming champ. And our guest, Mrs. Ella, no relation, Baker. Yes, this particular Mrs. Baker never allows herself to be caught behind the 8-ball. You know, she's here to show us how a housewife can become a champion because of Mr. Fred Tribble. Looks at us over WOAI-TV in San Antonio. Wrote this. He said, Art, I used to enjoy playing pool. That is, until I tried to teach a woman the simple art of pocket billiards. Is there a lady anywhere that can handle a cue like it wasn't a mop? Please. Fred Tribble. All right, coming to your rescue, Mr. Tribble, is Mrs. Ella Baker. Yeah, Mrs. Baker. You don't mind if I call you Ella?
Everybody else does.
Well, when did you decide to kind of sharpen up this cue technique of yours,
Well, I was tired of being a pool widow, Art. My husband, Harold Baker, was formerly Pacific Coast pocket billiard champion. And I decided there could be 2 champions in the family.
I think that's wonderful. Mr. Tribble out there will be very anxious to see something. What's the first kind of fancy trick shot you can uncork for us,
Well, I have an obstacle shot here, Art. It's the cue ball passing through 6 frozen balls and the rack, making the 5 and 8 in the 2 corner pockets.
Yes, and there they go. Here's another obstacle shot here. The rack is an obstacle and 2 balls placed in it. Now, don't be misled here. Watch the obstacle. One goes on the side. Hit right through and in the pocket. Now, here's a bunch of them amassed in front of the side pocket, but only one is allowed to go in. Yeah, the white one. Let's see if it works out. Yep, right. Here's one a little fast to watch now. One nearest the rail is the 12 ball. It will go up in that pocket. Another one across to the side. The cue ball make a 3 cushion and make the ball in the other pocket. There goes the 12. There goes the one on the side. There goes the cue ball. 3 cushions, and it's in. Now another mass formation here in the side pocket, but they'll not go in except the way she tells them to. In proper consecutive order. First the 1 ball, then the 2 ball, and then the 3 ball. Don't crowd. Yep, made it. Here's a kind of a roller coaster kind here, or you could call it making a ball in the side pocket the hard way. 1, 2, 3 cushions, up the incline, down the little pathway, and making the ball in the side pocket. Here's one a little complicated for me here. All 4 balls in 1 shot. Corner pocket. The 2 corner pockets. It goes up there. You said only 3 of them? Well, just a moment. Be patient. It makes itself, see? All right, you want to see more than that? Here's one with all 6 balls. Shot with 1 cue shot. Watch them. All gone but the cue ball. That's something, let me tell you, young lady. I'll never challenge you to snooker or pool or combination or anything at all. That was really splendid. Thank you for answering this request.
It's been a pleasure, Art.
And, Mr. Tribble, you got to see a lady who uses a pool cue like a pool cue because you asked for it.